Hi, and welcome to Belinda's Book Nook. It has been forever. I apologize. So many things have been going on. I'm learning because this is my first year with the channel. Welcome to the new subscribers that came while I was away. I just haven't, figured out how to do it during the holidays. So November and December have just been crazy at this house. I The long and the short of it is that I had wanted to do some renovations in our bedroom, and my husband and I moved all of the furniture out of our bedroom into this room. So there was furniture, big furniture right here. There's nowhere for me to film, even if I had wanted to and had the time. And then we decided, he painted, and then he put crown molding in, which is so gorgeous. And then I decided, let's get a new carpet, because everything's already out. Well, I did not know the process, and it took several weeks for that carpet to come in. So we slept in our guest room with furniture all over the house. So that is why I've been away. I have missed everybody. I'm going to come around and check everybody probably between the end of this week and next week. I will get a chance to look and see on my booktube friends and see what's happening and get some more recommendations as if I need it. I now know not the total number, but just looking at the masses of books that I haven't read that I own, because I had to move on two bookcases that I had. And yeah, so I really shouldn't be buying, but let's not talk about that. Let's see, what else? So everything else has been great. This cute tree that I have here that I can't not mention. Oh, it's not even plugged in. Hello. Oh, look at the light. My son and I were in the store the other day, and I grew up loving teddy bears, and he loved teddy bears. It's a tree covered with teddy bears. Even the Santa with a little bear, and is a teddy bear. The star is a teddy bear angel. It's so cute. So I thought I'd put it there today for my little decoration. As you know, the people that follow me know that I am a library book hostage holder. I keep books beyond the time that I'm supposed to. I usually have to get a call or an email to tell me to come on, bring it back. I've tried to keep some of the books because I wanted to try to show you some. The ones that I didn't, I put on my Kindle. So, without further ado, I'll start with my first book that I read. Like I said, I was so tired these past 2 months. I didn't read as much, but because it's such a long period of time, it makes me look like I read a lot for me. Who you will learn to know if you're new, I'm a turtle reader. This first book is We're Going to Need More Wine Stories by Gabrielle Union. I don't know if you know her, but she's an African-American actress that I've loved. I don't want to say The Cosby Show. I think she appeared on there once. But I don't know if that was the first time I saw her. But she did a lot of films back in the day and up till the present. And now she has a TV show called Being Mary Jane, which I absolutely love. So when I saw that she had a book, I kind of wanted to see it, because you know how you kind of, as much as I say I don't want to be into the gossip, I just wanted to find out. And if it's written by her, at least I could find out from, her mouth about her life. The book is really good. I have to say that it surprised me because it wasn't just like, her talking about, oh, I'm famous, I make money, I'm great, I look good. She really was very, very open about a lot of things in her life, growing up, what it was like growing up and trying to adapt to living in a more rural or a suburban area, and then trying to hang out with her friends in the city and trying to be cool, and that in-between kind of feeling for an African-American, trying to fit in. And so she talked about that. She talked about, the career and the struggles of trying to make it. She talked about her marriage, her first marriage, and her second, and her current marriage, and how she struggles with fertility. She talked about, very frank things that, most people want to keep to themselves. I think she shared them, and it's going to be helpful for others. And it completes her into more of a wonderful person that I thought she was wonderful before, but even more so now. She talked about in here one thing that really stuck with me, because I have two boys. She is a stepmom to her current husband. I think he has two boys, and some of the conversations that she had to have with him about how the world is and how they need to learn how to operate as young black men in the world today. And it just made me think about the conversations that I'm beginning to have with my older son and sometimes with my younger son. So I highly recommend it. It's a very fast read. Um, it's uh, it's written like she's sitting with a glass of wine, like she said, and just having a conversation with you about different things. And it's just it would be a great one to read over the holidays if you get a chance, or just in between books or what have you. So that's We're Going to Need More Wine Stories by Gabrielle Union. Good book. All right, so I'm gonna put them on the floor because I have room. Now this book I have had for, I don't know, over a year. You know, I hate to fess up to how long I have books. This is a science fiction called The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. And I've been wanting to read this. I ordered it after, the buzz went down a little bit, but I knew I wanted to read it. It is the winner of the Arthur C. Clarke Award, I think. Hard to read this label. Anyway, how do you describe it? It is a really good story about these group of people that it's in the future where the earth has been destroyed and and basically these people that travel through, I'm going to botch this, but just trust me on it, through space. And what I liked about the story is that it's a collective team of diverse types of beings. So you've got beings that are kind of like us, and then you have these other types of alien beings. They all work together on this called a Wayfarer spacecraft to dig tunnel holes through, I don't know if that's considered galaxies or not. It has a little bit of everything in it. And the beginning of it started out really good, and I was like, oh, this is good. I haven't read science fiction in a while. And then I have to say, started to drag, and then about 100, it picked up again, and it was really good. And I'd say the last 100 pages, I was glued. I wanted to see what's going to happen. Now, this is the first. I don't know if there's 3, if there's a trilogy or not, but this is the first. The second one is already out. That's how long it's been since book's out. So I will definitely go on. If you'd asked me in the middle part where it was slow, if I was going to read the second one, I'd have been like, no. But if you hang in there, it does get really good in the end, and it makes you think about a lot of things about humanity. So I thought that was a really good science fiction book that I didn't even really give you a good description on, but you can always look up the real description. And it's called The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. And then the next one I read and is called Cuz, The Life and Times of Michael A. by Danielle Allen. And I love that cover. About 2 months ago, I think, or so, my sister was here, maybe a little more than that, visiting me, and we went to Barnes & Noble to go have tea, and we walked around, and we were just like looking at books. And it's so funny because we're like, hey, look at this, and we'd read one. Oh, look at this. Well, I found this, and I love finding books I didn't hear about, didn't know anything about. I said, I want to get it. And I was like, no, I have other things I'm going to get. I'm just going to wait and see. Then I found out it was at my library, so I just, in the interlibrary, I ordered it and put it on hold, and when it came in, I decided to read it. This is a story about Danielle Allen and her cousin, and he gets arrested for carjacking, and he ends up in prison. I think it was a very, very long time. Why do I want to say he was young? He was 15, so I think it's 12, I'm sorry. I think about 12 years. 11 years. I'm sorry, 11 years in prison. This caught my eye because I had read last year, and I can't stop talking about it and thinking about it, Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson, which everybody should read that book and listen to him talk. He's on YouTube. You can just even listen to him talk about it. But I didn't know nothing about the justice system. I know nothing about the prisons, and that kind of really opened my eyes to things that I was ignorant of and made me curious. And this book kind of goes into that groove because it gives you an opportunity to see what happens to her cousin, and when he goes into prison, his experience in there a little bit. um, it's told by her, so she's giving you a secondhand account, but they had a pretty close relationship, and there's just so many little things that you read about, that you think about, that make you think about we need to rethink how we are dealing with people that commit crimes, and how to truly rehabilitate, and how much time people should serve for different instances. And it also makes you think about juveniles, when some juveniles end up into maximum security prisons when they really shouldn't be in there with adults, for many reasons, and how it changes a person. They're never the same when they come out. So it definitely a good one to read. I'm glad that I got a chance to pick it up from the library. So that is called "'Cause: The Life and Times of Michael A.